If you ever felt confused and overwhelmed by all of the feminine hygiene advice out there, then this video is for you. I'm going to be sharing easy to follow tips that don't cost a bomb, that don't require a ton of effort, but will still make you smell, feel, and look like a goddess. And when I say we're covering everything, I mean everything. Hair care, skin care, intimate care, body care, oral care, and internal care. You can see the timestamps for all of these on screen. So go ahead, hit subscribe. It costs you 0 rupees. And also don't mind my nasally voice. I am recovering from a severe bout of viral, and that is why I sound like this. Now, the first thing that I want you to understand is that hygiene is more than just taking a shower and putting on perfume. Those are essential steps, I'm not gonna lie. If you are not taking a shower, please start there. But understand that hygiene is both internal and external. And when you start to prioritize it, you not only start smelling and feeling good, your overall health also improves. So let's go from head to toe, starting off with hair care. Your scalp and your hair go through a lot. And oftentimes we don't even realize there's sweat and product and gunk all mixed up together there, and we just carry on with our lives, and that can lead to a smelly scalp or itching or a host of other problems like dandruff, allergies, irritation. Now, I used to be the kind of person who thought that just shampooing every few days and slapping on conditioner was enough. But the older I get, the more I realize that taking care of your body actually does show results. And that stands true for your head, for your scalp, and for your hair as well. So this is what I do on a weekly, monthly, and a bi-monthly basis, and what I suggest you try as well. Oil plus shampoo at least twice a week. Unless you have dandruff, then you avoid oiling and use an anti-dandruff shampoo. But if you don't have dandruff, oil your scalp and double cleanse your scalp to get it squeaky clean. Use a shampoo that works very well for your scalp and your hair type, and of course, condition afterwards. Then twice a month, do a pre-shampoo mask. And the ingredients here are super important. For the scalp, I use either glycolic acid or apple cider vinegar to get rid of buildup. Always patch test before you put it on your whole head. I often use dry shampoo throughout the week, so this really helps. And then for my hair lengths, I make a mask of conditioner, olive oil, curd, honey, and coconut oil. And then I leave this on for about 30 to 40 minutes before washing with a clarifying shampoo. I love this clarifying shampoo by L'Oreal, but yes, I only use it twice a month because it can get overly drying, and that can cause my scalp to overproduce oil. But it does get rid of everything. I can then scratch my scalp and nothing comes on, which is such a boon. And after I am done shampooing, I go in with a scalp balancing conditioner, basically to help my scalp return to baseline after it's been stripped of all of the natural oils. Currently, I'm using this one by Kerastase. It is slightly on the expensive side, but it is amazing. If you have an oily scalp and dry hair, this conditioner works wonders. Also, this is the only scalp balancing conditioner I found in the Indian market, so if you know others, please let me know in the comments. Then once a month, I try and do a deep conditioning treatment or a hair spa. If you have a budget, go for a hair spa. It really does work, and it helps with your scalp rebalancing, hair breakage, dryness, split ends, all of those issues that we tend to get but ignore. If you don't have the budget, you can try applying hot oil on your head and then steaming your hair using a hot towel. You also get these small little hair spa machines on Amazon. I've been very tempted to buy them. They're not very expensive, but I don't know how well they work. So if anybody has tried it, let me know in the comments, and if it works really well, maybe I can give it a try too. Now, ever since I started doing these steps, and as you can see, most of them like you do either once a month or 2 times in a month and stuff like that, not only has the quality of my hair improved, it also smells amazing all of the time. I never realized before how much your hair actually contributes to your overall scent. I only noticed this after somebody complimented me on it, and ever since then I've started paying even more attention to this. Moving on to skincare, which is the largest organ on your body. Now, we all know that you need to do your cleansing, your toning, your moisturizing, sunscreen, all of that. I'm also pretty sure you wash your face every day. But here are a few extra steps I believe that you need to really maintain the hygiene of your skin. 1, use a separate towel for your face. Wash it every few days. Skin on here is a lot more exposed and so a lot more sensitive, and just using dirty towels can do a lot of bacterial transfer that you don't want. Just a reminder if you don't do this already. 2, do not keep your skincare products and your towels close to the WC, because if you don't already know, a lot of bacteria become airborne every time you flush, and they settle on anything that's around. This is why you should always keep your WC covered and flush with the lid down. 3. Always wash your hands before touching your face or applying any products. This prevents oil and dirt from your fingers from coming in contact with your face and causing bacterial acne or any such conditions. 4. If you use actives in the evening, make sure to wash your face with face wash in the morning. Actives are skincare ingredients that actively work to target a skin concern. Example, retinol for aging, glycolic acid for exfoliation, hyaluronic acid for hydration. Because a lot of these products are exfoliating in nature and you will have residual product left on your skin from the night before, it is best not to mix it with your morning skincare ingredients and end up with weird reactions. So if you use actives in the night, always wash your face with face wash in the morning. Now, speaking of actives, the other thing that you want to do is become very careful of combining different actives, especially if you have sensitive skin. With skincare, just like with your body, slow and steady wins the race. Sometimes too many different skincare ingredients used very frequently can massively damage your skin barrier, which can take a lot of time to heal and can make you a lot more susceptible to dryness, to acne, to rashes, all of that, right? So if you are planning on using multiple actives, or if you have skin concerns like acne, always consult a dermatologist first. They will tell you what kind of products will work best for your skin. Use those and slowly build up instead of just going all in because there's a new product trending in the market right now, okay? The next thing I want you to do is to double cleanse to remove makeup. I actually triple cleanse because I realized that a lot of times makeup remains stuck in the hairline area. So I first go in with micellar water on a cleansing pad and remove the makeup, particularly around the hairline. Then I use a cleansing oil to, remove any remaining makeup, and then finally I wash it off with my face wash to cleanse the oil and all of that gunk. And if you use reusable wipes, clean them right after you remove your makeup. Just simply use hand wash, wash it off. It does not take long, and then you can dry them in your washroom or just outside your washroom where they are handy. Then once a week, I want you to try and exfoliate your face skin. I would not recommend physical exfoliants like physical scrubs because they can cause micro tears in your skin that can further worsen conditions like acne, eczema, all of that. Try products that are meant specifically for exfoliation. Again, this would need trial and error or recommendation of a dermatologist. For me, glycolic acid works really well as an exfoliant. I can do an application once a week and it just really helps remove dead skin, product buildup if there is any, also prevents a lot of sebum buildup, and that has worked very, very well for me. I use this 8% glycolic acid from Ordinary or Minimalist, whatever you can find, both work equally well. Also, I know that I've mentioned this before, but a facial once a month really helps with exfoliation, depuffing, and a really thorough deep cleaning. I have recently been loving the Korean facial that I found on Urban Clap. I was pleasantly surprised by how good it was and how much smoother and how well soothed it made my skin. So yeah, that is something that I have started doing every month. Now, moving on to your lady parts and period care. This, I think, is the most overlooked part of feminine hygiene, although the term feminine hygiene kind of got coined for this purpose itself, because most people just don't want to discuss it. They also don't know what to believe. So here is how you can stay clean and smell fresh down there all of the time. Remember that your vagina is self-cleaning, so you don't need to do much besides just rinsing with water. But if you do use a cleanser, try using a gentle, unscented one. Fragrance is known to be an allergen for a lot of people. Your vagina is supposed to have a natural smell, faint natural smell, and everyone's is different because it's an exposed organ, so it's not going to smell like roses and jasmines, right? But if you suddenly have an off smell, like it doesn't smell like it usually does, or there's a pungent smell coming from your vagina, it could signal a UTI or a yeast infection. An off pH balance is kind of normal, but the other two things are not. Most women, although, have UTIs and yeast infections at least once in their lives. So just go ahead, consult your gynecologist, get it checked. If it is a yeast infection, they will give you medication for it, which you will need to take for a period of time, and then it will get okay. The next thing you want to do is use separate towels for your intimate areas, just like you use a different one for your face. And of course, wash it often. Next, dry your whole vaginal area very thoroughly before putting on your underwear. So after a shower, after using the loo, wipe it using paper towels, absorb all of the extra moisture before wearing your underwear, and always wipe from front to back, never from back to front. Women anyways get a lot of sweat and discharge build up down there, and then if you don't wipe it properly, that additional moisture is just a breeding ground for bacteria, which is not something that you want. Next, you don't want to wear any menstrual product for more than 4 to 6 hours. Menstrual cups have a longer leeway, like you can wear them for 6 to 8 hours, but even then I'd suggest changing those out every 6 hours or so. This prevents bacterial buildup that can cause infections and odor, and of course it prevents leakage. It's just the smart thing to do. Number 5, yes, you can use menstrual cups if you've never been sexually active. It does not rupture your hymen. In fact, your hymen is like a flap that opens and closes. It is stretchy. It changes shape to accommodate for any sort of physical activity. Your hymen changes shape when you are cycling, horse riding, running, doing any sort of physical activity. Plus, menstrual cups are super safe to use, and no, they will not disappear inside of you. There is a massive learning curve to using them, so make sure you don't start at a time when you are already under stress. So for example, when you have a big trip coming up, don't start using menstrual cups then, right? Or if you're having a hectic time at school or college or office. Start or try using them when you're in the comfort of your own home, when you can take your time to learn how to put them on, how to take them off. Another thing that I have found super helpful in recent years is to layer period products if you have heavy flows. This really helps prevent leakage and also just keeps you stress-free most of the time. For example, on heavy flow days, I use a menstrual cup, and then I will also wear a period panty, and that just saves me so much headache and stress because I don't have to worry about leakage. I don't have to worry about, oh my god, going home and washing all of that stain of underwears, all of that jazz. The next thing that I want you to focus on is sanitizing your reusable period products before and after every single use. Now for menstrual cups, this usually means washing them with soap and water and then putting them in boiling water for 30 seconds up to a minute, and then taking them out, letting them cool before you use them. You can also use a UV light sterilizer in addition to, boiling your cup, and these you can find easily on Amazon. Now coming to your second reusable period product, which is your period underwear, you first need to rinse it under cold water after you take it out, and rinse it till your water runs clear. Then you can just simply wash it in the washing machine with your regular detergent. I also suggest either drying them in a clothes dryer or hanging it out in the sun to sterilize it further. Now coming to body care. If you are not showering every single day, we have a problem. I know a lot of people say that you can shower once every few days. Nope. Especially if you are living in India, we are surrounded by dust and dirt and pollution. Just do yourself a favor and shower regularly. I showered every day even when I was sick. So in addition to that, you also want to do the following. 1, avoid sitting in sweaty gym clothes or sweaty clothes for long periods. Just shower and change right after you come back home from a workout. That sweaty, germ-filled moisture is not the best for you, especially for all the folds in your body. It can cause a lot of skin conditions that you really don't want. Now, if you can't shower right after a gym session, I suggest that you use wet wipes and intimate wipes to clean your folds, like your elbows, behind your knees, your groin region. Basically areas where the most sweat tends to accumulate, and then use talcum powder to soak up any excess sweat. This will carry you forward till you are able to go home and take a shower. Next, while you are showering, use an exfoliating glove. This usually takes care of exfoliating dead skin cells and also preventing ingrown hair. And if you don't have time to dry brush, this is somewhat a substitute. Also, wash that glove regularly. There is no such thing as a self-cleaning glove. Next, clean your navel and clean behind your ears. So many people just skip this step and they have dirt inside, behind their ears and inside their navels built up for years. Don't be that person. Next, wash your bum crack in the shower with soap and water. This is so essential to prevent any sort of bacterial migration from there to your vaginal area, and it always keeps you smelling and feeling fresh. Now, if you have long nails, use a brush like this to wash under your nails while you're in the shower. This will take care of any gunk, any buildup, any food particles or dirt that is stuck under your nails. Even if you don't have long nails, this is a pretty good idea to use. Now, coming to smelling good, always layer your fragrances. Start with a nice smelling body wash, then use a bath oil in a similar scent and moisturize your pulse points 100%. Then once you're out of the shower, use a non-toxic roll-on deodorant under your armpits to prevent body odor. I use this one from L'Occitane. And then finally use your perfume. The hack to smelling good all day is to make sure all your products have similar fragrance notes. I usually use sweet smelling floral fragrances, and all my bath products, my perfumes smell like that. And just to help you guys out, here are my current favorite perfumes. This one is Sacred Love by Ajmal, which is my go-to for everyday use. My actual bottle for this is not the actual bottle, my bottle broke, so I had to transfer it into this one, but I couldn't let it go to waste. Then I have the Jasmine Casumono from Armani. This is my special occasion perfume, along with this one, Aqua, from a fragrance house in Italy. Absolutely love it. And then this Jo Malone one, which I specifically use in the gym. I somehow associate this fragrance with the gym and it's become like my gym perfume. And then I have this one that I got from Dubai, but I've kind of grown to not like the smell too much. So I use it very rarely when I need a deeper, less floral scent. Now coming to oral care. One of my biggest pet peeves is bad breath. I just cannot handle it. And if I smell other people with, smelly breath, it just shows me that they do not take care of their oral and their gut health. So if you don't already do these things, or if you suffer from bad breath, please start doing the following. Start drinking water at regular intervals. A lot of the times, a parched mouth and a dehydrated body can cause bad breath, and it is a very distinct smell, and it doesn't get solved just by drinking a ton of water at night. So go ahead, put reminders to drink water regularly throughout the day. Second, brush twice a day and floss at night before going to sleep. Just do it, you'll be a lot better off. After you eat any pungent foods like onions or garlic, chew on a clove or an elaichi or a breath mint to cancel out that weird after smell. Do it for yourself and for the people around you. Next, of course, you want to scrape your tongue as well. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Scrape your tongue. There is a lot of bacterial buildup on your tongue that can cause bad odor. You don't want that, so just scrape it. 5, always keep breath mints and chewing gums on you. You never know when you might need them. And visit your dentist once every 6 months. Your oral health is directly linked to your gut health, so this is very, very important. And finally, we come to your internal care, taking care of your body from the inside to feel like a goddess on the outside. Now, disclaimer, this is going to look slightly different for everyone because internal care is bio-individual. I'm going to share what works for me, and if something stands out, you can give it a try as well. The first thing is prebiotics in the morning. I have been taking the Good Bug metabolically lean powder every day, and oh my god, I get a clear gut every single day, and it is so satisfying. Plus, it helps me prevent bloating, and that has been a huge boon. I have also started drinking herbal teas. These help me with micronutrients, with antioxidants, and they also help balance my hormones. My favorite ones are Glowing Beauty Tea, Peppermint Tea, and Chamomile Tea at bedtime, all from Sancha Tea Boutique. I don't order them online. I go to the store and buy them, so I don't have online links. The next thing is eating at least one salad every day and taking my supplements. I'm currently taking berberine, L-carnitine, and inositol blend for my PCOS and weight management, and I take vitamin D once a week for vitamin D supplementation. When I am regular with my supplements, I find that my skin is a lot clearer, I don't have as much body odor, and I feel energetic throughout the day. Remember, ladies, that hygiene is all about small, consistent habits that you weave into your routine. Of course, you can go ahead and do none of these if you feel like self-care has been commodified and it's just a way for us to spend more money. Personally, for me, doing these things regularly is a way of showing myself that I am my topmost priority and that I want to care about myself. It has nothing to do with anybody else or with commercialization. And if you are already on the journey to build your self-care routine, share some hacks that you know that other people probably don't, that I have probably never mentioned. And of course, check out this video next because YouTube says that you are going to love it. And I'm going to see you very, very soon in the next one. Bye.